Aloha, everybody. Aloha. Aloha Friday to all of you. Mahalo for joining us tonight. Busy night, I know. A lot of things going on. So appreciate you guys stopping by. For those that are live and for those that of you that are watching the replay later on, mahalo, mahalo. Aloha, everybody. Tonight, Augie T uh, should be on. I hope he makes it uh, and can bring us a little bit of laughter. A little bit of laughter. We will talk about some issues. I'm going to ask him some what are the top issues going on. He's obviously a city council member on Oahu, but also an entertainer, a comedian, well known, good all around brother. I've known him for a long time, and we've been good friends for a while. So I asked him to come on. He's actually going to be doing a show here on Kauai on the 3rd, September 3rd at the convention hall. So we'll talk about that in a little bit once he joins us. And I know he's a busy guy, so I'm hoping that he didn't forget. I hope not. But anyway, he should be on it at about 7 o'clock. I did want to talk a couple of things. I saw the Spotlight today. I'm sure many of you watched it with Dr. Libby Char. You know, I think pretty much everyone has accepted the fact that, COVID is here to stay. I think mostly everyone here on Kauai anyway have pretty much gone back to normal. And it was the same old discussion from the state, focusing on vaccinations and boosters. She talked about the new vaccine, it's blah, blah, blah. But I did ask about the deaths because the deaths aren't going down. And, we had 13 deaths again. And I posted the question in the comment as well as others. And they did ask. Her response was pretty much, yeah, but, they were old. They had underlying conditions. And, well, I don't know what she said 80s and 90s, but I know that's not true because I lost a very good friend last week, 61-year-old, healthy athlete, top shape. And he died. And I guess for me, and I can accept the fact that people can go along with their lives. Everybody has their own right to do what they want. And you would hope that people would be still taking some safety precautions because we know that COVID is still here. We know that COVID is quite contagious. We also know that a lot of the illness is less severe. But we also know that long COVID is real. But the emphasis really wasn't put on that. It's, again, getting people to get the shot, get boosted. She even went as far as saying that the new vaccines coming out and they never learned the last time when they told everybody that the vaccines were going to prevent you from getting COVID. We obviously found out that wasn't true. But she said it again today that the new vaccines will help prevent you from getting infected. I don't know why she would say something like that because I think we don't know. But she did. And so I'm sure everybody's going to be lining up to go get the new vaccine. And I can only assume that a few months from now, they'll say, well, it doesn't really prevent you from catching COVID, but it does prevent the serious illness. But again, no one really talks about the long COVID and no one's addressing the deaths. I mean, 13 a week. I don't know why that's not the topic of discussion. She didn't talk about whether it's a lagging indicator, which we believe it is, but we don't know. There's a state so secretive. It is what it is. We get dealt the hand we get, and we try to make the best of it. But I guess for me, it's, we all know what we need to do to protect ourselves and our families, and it's our responsibility to do so. And we just hope that we can get through this variant, the next variant, and everything else, and hopefully not suffer, continue to suffer. My question was, when can we expect the numbers of deaths to come down? And, there's no answer because they don't know. Because COVID is still affecting people and still killing people. And so the state's not worried about it, but we still have our responsibility to protect ourselves and our families, however you see fit. We know what the science tells us. Will she really retire? Who will the new governor appoint? I don't know if she's going to retire. I didn't watch the whole thing. If she talked about retiring, I missed it. There comes a certain point where I just get tired of listening to the same the same circus. It's the same circular discussion every single time we hear from the state, and that's involving all matters, not just COVID. Our state is just problem problematic. Hey, pops, my dad's still here on Kauai for another night, so and he's of course he's on watching. So hey, Dad, I'll definitely come see you tomorrow before you head out back to Seattle. So the other thing I wanted to talk about was I posted a post about the tuition whatever forgiveness, the $10,000 tuition forgiveness from Biden, and I wanted to have a constructive discussion about whether people thought that was fair or not. And I really appreciate the respectful responses that we got. But one person just told me flat out, well, you lost my vote for asking a question, asking people to try to convince me that that is not discriminatory. And let me explain why I said that. And this is not, it's not self-serving. I went to college late in life. I didn't graduate. I didn't get my degree till I was over 40 years old. But that came with a student loan that took me a very long time to pay. But I'm not complaining because I'm not getting my tuition taken away, my debt. But I thought about all of those people that worked very hard, people that had to take on a second job, third job while going to school to pay down their debt or to pay their tuition, and they don't qualify. I thought about all of those people that didn't go to college, chose a path maybe to go work in the trades, go in an apprentice program or go to a community college, and they struggle just as well. They struggle just as well to get to where they're at today, but there's absolutely no relief for those people. So I asked the question, convince me. I didn't say that to justify the program. I wanted to know legitimately, because I don't know the answer, how can that not be construed as being discriminatory to those that, for whatever reason, like myself, I couldn't go to college. I couldn't afford to go to college out of high school. I had to join the service just so I could get a tuition waiver so I could try to get into the community college. But again, this isn't about me. This is about those that couldn't go to college for whatever reason. They're taking care of their family or just couldn't afford it and ended up going down, becoming a laborer, a painter, an electrician. All of this came with sacrifice. All of this came with hard work, and they're completely left out of the equation. That's all. That was the whole question was, explain to me how this is fair. And I got a lot of responses, and I know a lot of people said, hey, I paid off my debt, and I don't have a problem helping others. Yeah, I don't either. Trust me, my life is all about helping others. But I question the fairness to those that had to work, or parents had to work extra hard to help pay down student loans, and there's absolutely no relief. And so that was all. It wasn't a Democrat or Republican thing, as you guys all know. For me, it's not about Democrats or Republicans, guys. And we get Duke Iona coming on Monday. So I have some friends questioning why you're allowing Republicans to come on the show. Well, I don't see him as a Republican. I see him as a candidate for governor. I see Duke as the candidate or the applicant for the governor's job, which I have a say if I'm going to vote for him or not. We have another Republican candidate for State House on Oahu, Kukana Kamatoth. She'll be on Tuesday. It's not about Democrats or Republicans. It's about trying to get to know candidates running for public office, and so we can make informed decisions. I don't, when I vote, I don't vote for party. I don't. I know a lot of people do. I know a lot of people that will not cross that line, even if the option is better. But that's everyone's right, and I don't absolutely have no disrespect for anybody that chooses to vote however they vote. Tyson says, I'm just happy to see the U.S. spend the money here rather than send more billions overseas. Nothing will ever have 100% agreement. Yes, I agree, Tyson. I'm not, like I said, I don't think, I think what I think should be done, this is just me, right? As a person that can, I think I have some common sense, is that encouraging people to go to school, incentivizing people that's going to go to school by creating scholarships that they can earn. I mean, what if you went to college to have fun, and you just went to have fun? You were in a good position with the family that they could send you to school. You didn't want to go, but you went, and you had fun, played around, and you end up entitled to having some student debt forgiven, and yet uh, all of those people that struggled, no relief, no relief. So yeah, I wish we could give everybody free school. I wish we could give everybody free healthcare. I mean, but I agree with you on that, Tyson. I mean, I'd much rather see our money being spent here in our own country than being shipped off. So I mean, again, is it a political thing? Is it an attempt to get votes? I mean, because really, I talked to a bunch of attorneys today in our office that have, their student loans are, six figure, $250,000, and I can honestly tell you that $10,000 forgiveness is not going to impact their monthly payment. It's not. It's not going to impact it. It's not going to pump $10,000 into the economy. It's not. It's not. So anyway, I just kind of was curious how others felt. That's all. But because I asked the question, I lost at least one vote. I know that. Well, that's fine too. We try. I gotta go text Augie because you see, every time I get worried because, hang on here, Augie, Toba, where you stay. We shall see. Yeah, last time he was on the show, we had good fun. Remember, we had him and Frank De Lima. We had a good time, and I was hoping that he can get back on. Yeah, we should be able to discuss any issue respectfully. We should be able to respectfully disagree, respectfully debate issues. I mean, I think that's all part of this process. So that was just one issue that I thought. I'm sure you gained more votes by asking that question. I don't know. You see, the thing is, I think that's what sets me apart from many other politicians. It's a double-edged sword, right? But I say what's on my heart. I say what's on my mind, and I don't think about any type of political ramifications. I don't. This is what you see is what you get. It is what it is. I mean, and if I lose votes, I lose votes. I think at the end of the day, and I honestly believe this, we can't, because people get so butthurt nowadays. I know, it's like, really? Come on, people, man. Jeez, life is too short to be worried about disagreements. I mean, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. But yeah, I mean, we should be able to speak freely and share what's on your heart, and not worry about, is this going to cost me votes or not cost me votes? I mean, how do you live that way? Can you imagine going through life every day before you speak? You got to think about, is that going to affect my election, my campaign? Wow. It's a hard way to live. You got to think too much. I don't like to think too much. I mean, I think if we talk about what's on our mind, and we talk about on our heart, if the motivation is right, if the reasoning is right, then you should be able to say whatever you want, and not be afraid of getting hammered. I mean, Facebook, social media really made that possible, right? Because no more the personal contact, right? The keyboard warriors can blast away. They can shred because they're behind a computer keyboard. So I miss the old days where we could just talk story and have fun with the debates and the disagreements, and not get so butthurt. I like that term, butthurt. Um, so, but again, I think social media really affected our society, because now it's, you post. I'll give you a good example. There's a viral post going around about the cost of a replacement lithium battery for a Chevy Volt. So someone posted an invoice on the screen, and it was about 20 something $1,000 for a replacement battery. It was from some Midwest Chevrolet in Texas or wherever it was. I don't know. I thought that was ridiculous. I know those batteries cost money, but not 25 grand for a replacement battery for a 2014 Chevy Volt. I mean, the battery, you can buy a new Volt for that. You can buy a new car for that. So, of course, I did my research, and I found out that the battery doesn't cost no 20-something $1,000. But that sparked a whole discussion on several different people's pages, blasting electric cars. Well, first of all, listen, I ain't here to promote electric cars. I think this California passing that law that we got to get rid of gasoline cars by 2020, whatever it was. Come on, people. Really? I think the whole discussion about electric cars, and I mean, Lord, I think we're going over the edge. I think we're kind of extreme. But my point is this, is about how you post something like that on Facebook. And then all of a sudden, everybody gets enraged. And then right away, it's using that as the segue to go blast somebody else because of some stupid policy. But the post is not accurate. The battery does cost about, from what I understand, $3,500 for a refurbished one to about 10 grand for a new one. But this scenario applies to not just this issue. It just, my point is, when these inaccurate posts go viral, people get hurt, people get mad, people get angry, and it just goes off. And because of social media, it reaches millions of people almost instantly, and that's how the information gets skewed, and that's how people get angry and they get butthurt. And I think that is where, in old days, we either had to call on a phone and actually have to talk to someone, or maybe send a letter or a postcard. But now it's, you just type a few, boom, 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 hit send, and it's viral. And then again, people get butthurt. So, yeah, I don't know. I just wish we could somehow, and it's not going to happen. I mean, it's wishful thinking, but I was hoping that at some point we can get back to that old style, especially for us here in Hawaii. That we were raised that way, right? We were raised that we talk, we make fun of each other, we have fun with each other. No one got butthurt. I mean, I was the brunt of how many Portuguese jokes going up. I never thought it was offensive. I really didn't. I laughed with everybody. And we had Chinese jokes. We had every kind of joke. And now you cannot. You cannot even have fun anymore because people get offended and people get butthurt, and then lawsuits go. And oh my goodness, come on, man. I think we're much more intelligent than that. Hang on here. I'm getting a little worried. Oh, hold on here. Augie T. I don't know if you guys can hear it.
Hey, sorry. Just got home.
Oh my goodness, but you're on speakerphone, so there are millions and millions of people listening.
I am. I jump. You sent me the link, guys. I jump on the second.
Okay, right on, bro. You had me worried. I said I'm running out of material already.
Yeah.
Okay, bro. We'll see you in a bit.
Bye-bye.
Okay. Yeah, you see? He like I promote his show on Kauai, and anyway, he'll be on in a minute. He just got home. I don't know from where. We're gonna have fun with him too. We'll have some fun with him too. If you guys get any questions for Augie T, put them in the ask some tough ones like rail. I don't like even get started on the rail thing. I mean, this whole that they took money from Kauai to pay for that rail from all the neighbor islands. I mean, that's one of the things. I don't know. I honestly don't even know where Augie sits on that, but we're gonna find out tonight. But it'll be fun. I promise you guys, we will. There he is. There he is. Look at him. You know, we cannot hear him, but he can hear us. He cannot hear us.
I can, what you mean? I can hear you. I can hear you.
Yeah. Oh, you can hear us.
I can.
Oh no! Damn
Can,
it! Did you hear what I said about you?
you hear me? Yes.
Oh my God!
Thank you,
Sorry,
man.
bro.
I'm so flat. You know,
I was joking.
so flattered. I'm like, man, gosh. I was like, tears. You're like, if you look.
How you, my man? How you feeling, bro? You
Man.
just got home, kind of late. What traffic? You never catch the rail to work. I mean, to home.
You know, one day we are going to ride the rail. Come on, everybody. Soon and very soon. And helping us pay for this rail. Thank you so much.
You know, Augie, I look at the pictures of the cracks in that rail. I would walk for a week before I get on that train. Seriously, that's just I scared.
But that's the reason why I asked the questions, because we all should be afraid, right? We hope.
Oh, okay.
We hope that that they will figure it out. Meantime, you know, we just cross our fingers, and maybe one day we'll ride the biggest bus on the planet.
Yeah, I never like start off with the rail, but I just, you know, it's kind of a sore subject for a lot of us on the neighbor islands. But I think what they should do, and I don't know honestly where your position is, but they should put all the politicians, all the consultants, all the lobbyists in that train on the inaugural ride. I think that's what they should do. Make them all ride them first, because.
And maybe do rosary, you know. I'm not a critic of rail. I supported it in the beginning because, you know, for most of my adult life, and I understood what the value it would bring to them. But in the last 10 years, the mismanagement of money, the delays, you cannot help but, you know, ask the question. I mean, we make a budget. A lot of us live on, you know, the little that we had. I feel like riding a Ferrari. I'm gonna buy one Ferrari, you know. So I hope, and if you watch, you know, Olelo Channel 54 committee, you know, I ask questions that I think, you know, is like I said, I'm not a critic, but like, man, if it doesn't look like a duck,
Yeah, I think, and you coming a little choppy. I'm not sure why. You on Wi-Fi or you still on your? Where are you at home?
no, I got, like, you know, the spectrum, like the high speed spectrum. So I don't know.
Yeah,
it always
I
takes
had
me
high
back
speed.
for some reason. When I'm doing any ass with you, seems like we get challenges. The very first
No,
time we even did, you know, very first time I think we did like a live stream. I was like, everybody was scolding us. What you guys don't know? What you guys doing?
and that's because I had Spectrum back then. Now I get Hawaiian Tel, brother. What they call them? They call them, what the heck? I just saw the commercial. They call them fiber, whatever. Anyway, it's fiber optic. So, brother, this thing is, so when my guests start getting choppy, I know it's not me, it's my guests. You know,
Yeah.
sometimes we get people that, it's really bad. We just actually got to cut them off because you cannot understand a word they're saying. But you're coming in okay, so it's good.
Okay.
It's good. It's just
well, I apologize if I do come in. First off, I gotta say congratulations to you. How exciting is that? Are you excited about that?
You know, I am. I was
Yeah.
very excited, very, very, very happy because, you know, obviously my hope was I could get in the top 7. I mean, the top 14 advanced, but I really wanted to be in the top 7. My hope was that I would be like around number 5. So when the results came out and I was number 3, I was, I had some health challenges with some kidney stones that were a pain in the kidneys.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't really campaign, and obviously we were doing the show, so we were, but I made it very clear I didn't want this show to be a political show to promote my campaign, and I consciously stayed away from that. But I
Yeah.
was just happy, like I told our viewers the day after the election that it was like validation that people. It's been 4 years. It's been 4 years since I was on the council, and it was just for me. It was validation that they still appreciate and think I still get enough more gas in the tank that I can help our island. So yeah, mahalo for that, brother. And I I'm not gonna lie, it wasn't immediately I thought about Augie T, but shortly after that I thought, wow, I might have a chance to work with Augie T as colleagues with the counties. I mean, I did. I honestly, before I went to bed that night, I thought about you.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not joking.
Oh well,
Discussed years ago. Years ago.
well, I appreciate that. I appreciate that because advice you gave me, you told me how exciting this can be when you do this. You know what I mean? And we've done some pretty small things that were major to the community. Like a little speed area in Evo where people love to speed. Today, a no parking sign so that parents can drop their kids off on time. And I met with DTS, and within like 6 now, and was up there, and it's those are the amazing victories that see, because I think one of the things that I'm learning that we got to do a better job at educating the public, because if not, you only gonna get complaint. We get this magic wand, and we really don't. We are advocates for you. Legislation, So I wake up every day very thankful, because at any moment happen that might seem small to you, but so big for people. For Holomua Elementary School in Ever. So man, you talk about victories. That is one of the best things that you told me about this job. Headaches, but those small victories when you go paint one crosswalk.
Yeah, that when if you ask me what was like my biggest accomplishment, and people, a typical politician would say, oh, I did this, I moved this mountain, or I built this blah blah. Yeah, like I said a couple of shows ago, no politician can do anything by themselves. That's number one. It's impossible. Right. But and my wife, if you ask my wife the same question, she'll give you the same answer, because the biggest satisfaction was a street light in a cul-de-sac that this person said had been asking for just a street light in a cul-de-sac, so that it would be safer. And I was my first term, and I was thinking, I honestly didn't know how to do it. Talk to our staff, and they said, no, just submit a request to Public Works. We did. It got approved. The light went up. This guy was like, I had saved his life. And that is 20 years ago, and yet that to me is probably one of the most rewarding things that I've ever done. And yet, to anyone maybe on this show right now, that seems like it is very minimal, but to that person, it was such a huge problem. And that's why I love local politics. They can have Congress, they can have the state house, all of those guys can go and horse trade and play the political game, but they're not on the ground in your communities every day like we are on the local level. And that's why I love this level of politics the best.
Yeah, no, I'm having at 54, I'm learning, I'm understanding, and I'm realizing that relationships, you know what I mean? It's not about being in a city council, it's not being left in your views of politics, but really at the end of the day, we listening to our community, and hopefully letting them understand that we are your number one advocate, that you truly desire and want. We're here to listen. And, but the most amazing thing is that, when we come together and we learn to learn to agree to disagree, amazing things happen. So like, I'm thankful, man. And I'm so excited. And 2 more years, haven't really decided if, I might go another way. The things going. I'm having a great time. I'm learning, and I'm glad that we're talking about this, because I said I was done with doing a lot of things, but I realized how much I miss being sitting down and just doing one thing. I realized I'm not that guy. Doing the things that get me balanced. We all have something, that balance. I went on stage maybe a couple months ago in Las Vegas, and I felt so good about, maybe I really miss doing this after being, quarantined. And luckily we have the kind of schedules that doing the things that we love doing, serving, and doing the stuff that we love, like you guys doing the podcast, or me doing comedy, and still be able to do radio on a while. I am so thankful that I get that opportunity.
Well, you have hey, Senate President Kochi on again. What's up, Senate President? Hey, come on, man. one of our loyal villagers. You see, I even get my own cup. A village.
Nice. That's awesome.
I used to drink coffee, but now I drink water because of my kidney stones. So it's all good now.
It was
healthy.
Was that the first time you had kidney stones, or?
Yeah, this one was pretty ridiculous too. But yeah.
I had maybe about maybe 20 years ago, and then I did the whole I did the painkiller through mine. Never had to go do the killer kind of, and then it passed. But I told myself I gotta balance the coffee, balance the.
Well, my kidney stone was almost 2 inches across. Yeah, so it was, that one obviously could not pass. It could. I would like to think it could, but it cannot. No, it's just not possible. But Augie, we talked about, a lot of people may have not watched the last time you were on, but you come from humble beginnings. You came from a rough upbringing. You Golden Gloves boxer. Your life has taken you all over the place, and then eventually landed on comedy. But how has that helped you in your life? A lot of times, and I'm speaking generally, politicians that have not had that experience of the humble beginnings and not understanding, and I shouldn't just limit that to politicians, everybody, unless you have come from those types of beginnings, it's very hard to appreciate the struggle that people are going through every day. And you one of the things that you talk about, and comedy is a great vehicle to share your life in a way that people can laugh, but behind that routine is a story, and that has to have helped you as a council member on Oahu.
Well, I think one early on in comedy is that you have to be absolutely honest. I've been blessed 30 years, 30 years of getting and being very exposed, talking about some of my own personal challenges, being gay. People laugh at that, and I laugh at that, but like, that's a real thing that I had to live through. And comedy and talking about and laughing at it really helped me understand, that I'm not perfect. You know what I mean? I'm not perfect, and the honesty and the truthfulness is, I think, what attracts people to telling. And as a councilman, you know this. You gotta look people in the eye. People was like, oh, Augie, gonna be easy for you because a name that one time. Only because I think it'll be harder. Harder because you gotta tell them why you're gonna run. And we saw that in this last election. Thousands and thousands of people yelling and screaming, but like, vote, sir. And if you vote, please vote for me. Let me tell you why. Still the number one way, and people can see to it. I think I've been successful on stage because people know if I'm lying, that's an act. Like, I have nothing to hide. I try to live a respectful life. The things that I'm challenged by, because I'm pretty sure that you get plenty of people that's challenged by that too. Coming into this, wearing this different hat, listening, in many ways relating, has helped me. Make good decisions, because I don't care what anybody says. Voting yes and no is tough. when you know deep down inside, like, I vote one time with reservation, and I had sciatica or something, like this crazy pain when it hit my back, and I knew, like, when they talk about your gut instinct, if you really test your gut instinct, and go run for office, and when you got to make a tough vote, woo, right? And
I remember
feeling that.
No, it's not a good feeling. And I remember telling you, and I tell all the young new council members, whatever you vote, you're going to upset people, you're going to make people happy. It's every issue. Very few issues are unanimous. It's just the way it is, right? It's human nature. But I always tell, and I remember telling you this, the first time you called, which I was so flattered and honored that Augie T called me for advice. But you're brand new, and I said, just vote with your heart. Vote with your heart, because either way you go, somebody's gonna be upset. So you may as well let they upset with you, but you feel good about it, and you did what you thought was best for your community. Then you can sleep at night. But it's tough, and I think people, it's hard. It's so difficult when you have a issue that's passionately supported or passionately opposed by segments of your community. It's very difficult. And that's why I say just the sciatica was the message. Number one, don't ever vote with reservations. That's nuts. I cannot stand when people vote with reservations. That drives me nuts. Like, hey, is it a yes or no? If you get reservations, vote no. If you get reservations, vote no. Oh, I cannot stand it.
It's so funny, but that reservations make a lot of text. Like, thank you. But I knew, like, man, that wasn't the right thing to do. You know what I mean? I think one day when I can talk about that, I'll probably put it. It's you almost gotta be like so like to not feel this thing matters, and you know what I mean. I learned a lot on making that reservation vote. It's like, never felt that pain before back. I was like,
yeah, good. That's a sign. That's a sign from God. Do not vote with reservations. I before I forget, as you were talking about your challenges, and you mentioned about the problem you were talking about, and I know this because I know you. I think a lot of us know your story with your son, and you said that you had a son that was gay.
I have two.
Part that two.
I have two.
Okay. But the part that you said a son had chop. So if you go back and listen to this again, it's gonna sound like you're gay. So I just wanted to clarify no, I'm not trying to make fun of you, and I'd love you just the same. No. But I thought it was like, oh, people said, wow, oh, I didn't know he was gay. I didn't know. No. So, okay. but that when you talked about it, and you went, I think I saw this on TV. I think it was probably a news story or something I saw on TV that you would run your jokes, your gay jokes, through past your son,
Yeah.
and he was kind of like your screener, your screener.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
solid, man. I thought, that's so cool.
Everything I've done the last. That's why there's some bits that's kind of like, that's what makes it different and unique. You know what I mean? That means I like what catch me on stage, swearing. And I tell this story. In fact, last night I was out in somebody had asked me just before I went on stage why I do clean comedy. So when I wanted to be the Eddie Murphy of Hawaii, because that was it. And we knew Richard Pryor, but when we saw Eddie Murphy, we went, I don't know about you, but I was like, and I was already a fan of comedy. In the fourth grade, I saw Boomer Type opening for Yvonne Element, and I told myself that's what I want to become. And then I was a fan of Booga Booga, right? And then I saw Eddie Murphy, and then I was like, that's who I wanted to become. But then I work clean. You like make money in Hawaii, you got to work clean. And someone, why I work clean now. One is because Andy, and two, there's this one weekend in Kalihi at a place called Boomers. Rita, the Karate Kid.
Mm-hmm.
He used to eat over there. He used to love drinks area when he came to Hawaii. And I didn't know 2 times. So one night I was out there, only had like maybe 5 or 6 people in the mic, and this guy Isaac Hokama, who used to work for Mayor Mufi Hanneman, Farrington graduate. He knew that I was an upcoming comic. He said, "Come Friday's box, go work your material." So I was out there doing my show, and then he said, I think you gotta be yourself. Like I feel like you're holding in this game. You gotta find your voice. And I go, "What are you talking about?" He goes, and if you gotta swear. Only get 5 people in all. I was like, cool. 5 people. I cannot see who walking in. And my dad and my uncle came that night because they wanted to use beer. I never see my dad. I'm on stage. I'm talking to under the sun. The 5 people are laughing. I can hear Pat Morita laughing. I don't get my dad is already blasted. He's drunk. He see me on stage swearing. Stage, Mel. He walks on stage and he goes, "What the?" And he's swearing now. He's getting about that kind of stuff. And he's like about ready to give me lick. And I hear Pat Morita in the back. Uncle is laughing. And I'm like, "Dad, I'm 32 years old. What are you telling me what I can't?" 5 people that was there that night saw magic. And then when Pat Morita came on, saw the Karate Kid, he lost his mind. He forgot that his son was 20 minutes. He was like, "That's the Karate Kid." But I learned the value. One of the things that stood out when my dad was yelling at me, he said, "Why are you disrespecting our family like that? By speaking like that?" And Pat Morita had to explain to my dad that, your son was trying out new things, voice. So when I write comedy right now, honestly, in a situation, sailor mouth sometimes. We all, use bad words. So when I'm being who I am, but then when I'm on stage, because there's a side of me that thinking that my dad might come up on before and hit me with a stick.
Yeah, so your material is still clean, right? You don't. I don't know if I've ever even heard you swear in our private conversations.
No.
I don't know if I've even.
Well, once in
every
a
so
while.
often. Nothing helps.
Yeah, nothing slip
Yeah,
up. But
yeah,
I know that Jesus loves me.
yeah.
I just think
I, you know, the connection is. I know a lot of people commenting about that you're breaking up, but I mean,
oh
there is
sorry.
a ugly thing. But are you on Wi-Fi or are you on the cell
No,
signal?
I'm on my Wi-Fi.
Your Spectrum.
I'm on my Spectrum.
How's your phone signal over there? Is it strong
It's
or
right now I'm saying it's amazing.
try turn off your Wi-Fi and try just use your phone signal and see if that better.
Just okay, let me try. Let me try.
Yeah, this guy one time we was on. Augie does an Instagram live, and took us about 2.5 days to finally get me on the live because he couldn't figure it out. Two of us, it was just going back and forth, trying to figure out how this doggone thing worked. But so he's gonna come back on. Okay, let's try see. Let's keep our fingers crossed.
Is it
How's
better?
that?
So I gotta tell us.
Yeah, same thing, same thing. It's actually worse. It's actually worse.
Really?
Son of a gun. Yeah. Try talk something.
Okay, back to the
Try,
Wi-Fi.
try talk again.
Back to the Wi-Fi.
Yeah, try go back to the Wi-Fi. Try go back to
Oh
the
my goodness gracious.
Wi-Fi. His show is on September 3rd on Kauai, and I can only imagine that he will be talking about this at his show at the convention hall. I apologize. I mean, it's hard because the Wi-Fi is so critical, and it's just there. Okay. Oh, you see, okay. Okay. Try now.
You guys missed out on 20 minutes of an amazing.
See, the punchline is getting cut out. I don't know what the heck. We lost.
No, see,
See, you frozen now.
I talked about two. Is it cutting in and out again?
That last sentence was perfect.
Oh man.
Okay, I can see you. Should I say something?
No, I did. I said like I feel like giving up. This is the reason why, gentlemen. I never did Zoom comedy when people said, "Hey, like do Zoom comedy." Not.
Yeah, the technology is so wonderful, but if the planets are not lined up, man, this is what we end up with. And we had Heidi Tsunoyoshi one night, and she was at home, and that connection just we could not get it to work. It's Spectrum. Check out Hawaiian Telcom tomorrow. I don't know, maybe
Either that.
you
I gotta try maybe reset my. Again, hey, we can do it again. Yeah, maybe
no,
I'll go on my
mean,
laptop this time. I'll go on my laptop and see what happens.
yeah, the laptop is the way to go. Seriously, but
Yeah.
hi, Uncle Augie T. Cat and Ikaika Camacho said, "Hi, Uncle Augie.
Oh, hi, nephews and nieces.
I so happy. I so happy that they never called me uncle. I have inherited so many uncles and aunties on this show. Even people older than me calling me uncle. How can that be, Augie? How can that be? That's not right. That's not fair."
Yeah, well, we live in that age where, like, people say weird things. 20. People are very, very confused right now, Mel. People are very confused. We old souls, maybe. I don't know. All
Yeah.
I know
Well,
is that
I gotta admit the fact that I'm old, man. I'm gonna be 58 next week, and
Wow.
and I'm feeling every inch of it, man. I am actually I feel older, but hey, Augie, you
Yeah.
coming to Kauai next week? You coming to Kauai? Actually, 2 days before my birthday. So
Oh,
you know,
perfect.
well, I don't know if I even should have said that.
Perfect. No, because
Actually,
I
I'm not
talk
gonna be there.
about.
Okay,
No,
I'm
look,
not gonna be
look,
there.
I
I'm not gonna be there.
look. I talk. There's a whole bit, because we are no, we Generation X. There's guys that supposedly, you know, uh, that took. They're the ones that messed it up for you and I. That's the reason why.
Yeah,
I'll talk a little bit about that. It's gonna be exciting. So like the next couple of weeks, I'm doing comedy. Like I just did comedy in Pahala. I'm doing all these little small shows, just tuning up, getting ready for Kauai following week, and then I have Waimea, and then I shoot my 10th comedy special, which I'm really excited about. I feel like it's I'm a little older. I'm catering to people out, and yeah, no, I think it's gonna be a fun night of laughter and affordable ticket prices. So I want to thank some of my sponsors for believing, and then two, making it super affordable for local people, so that a night of laughter.
there it is, folks. Laugh with Aloha, Augie T. September 17th in I don't can even see that small. Where is that? Maui.
Yeah, no,
September,
that's the Kauai War Memorial.
no, that's September 3rd.
Yeah,
September 17th is where?
that's Hawaii Theater. So special show,
Oh, okay.
and if um people are watching, what I did was, because the whole day, uh, what I did was I'm doing a PM, and all first responders, uh, kupuna, and families in need. If you get EBT card on a line, Mel, card at the Hawaii Theater, tickets only $10, only $10 for a matinee show. I just felt like I gotta rent this place for the whole day, and so people that show their ID, first responders, military, families in need, you know, and I'm really excited about that, because that like um, um that moved and changed my, and the first time I walked into a theater, like, blew me away. Like the world became super big for a kid when he walked into a theater, and he saw a major play, or he saw it. So it's just my small way of saying thank you, and bring your family. It's laugh with aloha.
Well, we're looking forward to it. My wife and I, we're definitely. I honestly have never seen you at a show. I've seen you in person. You're pretty damn
Wrestling.
funny. And of course, wrestling, man. Damn right. They all know. All of our viewers know. I Okay, let's clarify the argument right now, because I know there's a couple of people on here, Tyson, Moises, and a bunch of them, and they will disagree. But wrestling, professional wrestling, is the only real legitimate sport left in America. Everything else is fixed: football, baseball, hockey. Professional wrestling is the only true sport left that has no predetermined outcomes. It's real. And I got a lot of people that think I'm crazy, but that's Augie. I saw you.
No,
We hung out at the
100%
WWE.
agree. We bought. Hey, how
Thank you.
this is how hardcore Mel Raposo and myself front row tickets, because we want to see mastery at its. We
Thank
want
you.
to yell. We want to
Thank you.
yell. In fact, if we had, if we would jump in there, that's how real this thing is. It grabs your soul. That's what it does for me. That's what it
You
does for
know,
me.
but my first year WWE Blaisdell, I went with my good friend. I didn't see you at that one, Augie, but my good friend, we go every single year that they're at Blaisdell. And in fact, he just went to SummerSlam in the mainland. But anyway,
SummerSlam.
I have my championship belt. I'm walking around. Now remember, now I am a council member on the county of Kauai, and I'm walking around, and my wife thinks I'm nuts. She said, "You actually had wear that belt?" I did wear a belt. I wore a belt proud. I come back to Kauai, and one of the constituents says, "Brah, I saw one guy in Honolulu, one nut looked just like you at the wrestling bar, walking around with one belt, acting like he wanted to wrestle." Oh my God! I told him, no, because Augie, when you walk into that arena and you get into the zone,
Yeah.
brother, it's just I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy.
You say, it's nothing best, nothing more awesome than one diverse crowd. Oh, man, wearing your belt, or you brought your belt, I would have brought mine. We can be with the councilmen's, the councilmen's. I think that's it. That he comes back, and he will. You and I will be wearing our belt, the new.
Brother,
Huh?
I think actually, absolutely. We're going to jump over that railing and we're going into the ring.
This is how we do. This is how you and I could do. We'll do an honorary certificate. You and I will do an honorary for get inside a ring. And as we talking about now, as how WWE has inspired the millions and millions of people worldwide. And they're not looking, and you slam them over somebody's head.
Yeah. I think that would be so perfect. So perfect. Or you know what? You
would make that.
Bro, you what you do, you clothesline me. You just clothesline me. I hit the mat. I get up, I body slam you, and then, bro, we can do a Facebook Live from the hospital. We can do a Facebook Live from the hospital.
Man, we'll make history.
Yeah,
amazing thing.
And then we'd get arrested, and then we would make history twice in the same night. That would be classic. I think it's great for the campaign. I think it's solid. I think we're gonna have to work on that, bro. We might have to work on that.
Are you excited about the baseball team? I mean,
man, I don't know who Coach Oda is. I don't know if you know him, Augie. I don't know if you get connections, but I'd love to have that team on our show. I'd love to, I have no doubt they are going to go all the way. I have not seen a baseball team, I don't care what age, that has done what they've done. They have TKO'd most of their teams. They've given up one run. I think they've had 41 or 44 or something like that. Every single one of them can hit the ball. They all can pitch. I've never seen anything like it. I tell you, I watched it. My heart gets so full. And that coach, and I spoke to someone that knows the coach personally, said that is how he is 24/7. He's just a kind,
amazing,
man that loves it. Yeah.
I can see Tennessee right now, which they already beat. The coach is how we're going to get on base. We're all going to get hit from the ball. Right? Or just step up to the plate, take one on the leg.
Yeah.
Really? Obvious.
That's
just
I mean, how else? Normally when you play, and you know this very well, when you get ready for the coach to do the lineup, you over there, put me in, coach, put me in. Tennessee right now is, hey coach, let him pitch. Let him pitch. I don't need, let him pitch.
I think that's the only way they gonna score points if they get hit by the ball. Stick one in
that might be the
the
strategy.
lake.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, when you go, yeah, I don't. I honestly, offensively, defensively, that team is just incredible.
Yeah.
And again, the whole "we is greater than me" that's on the back of their jerseys. They should um, patent that, trademark that, because that is going to be what that team. They're already talking about the Aloha spirit that this team has bonded. They're a family now. They don't have friends. They have cousins and uncles and aunties. That's just only in Hawaii,
Oh
bro.
no.
Only in
Look,
Hawaii.
I think that's what makes us so special. In the middle of the ocean, and we had so much to offer the world, and uh, that people can see that, and it's there. It's in you do something amazing. In on Oahu, fireworks go off. Man,
Mhm.
it's there. We have it. That's the uniqueness uh, of everything that we do, and that's why people come. People come
Yeah.
looking at the beautiful sceneries, but man, that Allah spirit continues, and because this is a unique. Everybody's searching for, and they come in, they want that, and that, great things like that happen. It's just so makes everybody feel good because we were taught, we were bred that we might not be perfect, but somebody told us, somebody to live our life like that. You know, it's amazing things happen. People, good people, So yeah, no, I'm proud. I'm proud that we get playing and they beat
It's
it.
gonna be.
Kick call it.
Wow, it's just it's definitely I mean it's undisputed, right? They are the best team right now, and in baseball, it just you people they get a good game, they get a bad game. This team has been able to just dominate continuously, and it's going to be incredible. As far as the Aloha spirit, what is really interesting, and I only thought about it right now, but I've been blessed, whether it was in the military or on a council or traveling across this country. There was one place that I went, and this is so ironic, that I felt like it was the closest thing that I'd ever experienced to the Aloha spirit. Guess where that was? In
Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Yeah.
It was in Tennessee. I was up there for a military training, and I was there for a couple of weeks, and I was able to explore the town and going to just the stores and the restaurants, the snack shops, whatever. It was as close to the Aloha spirit as I can imagine
I was
anywhere else.
there.
And
I was there this past, this Christmas, and family lives in Evansville, Indiana.
oh wow.
Which is like a couple hours away from Kentucky, and I saw the devastation, and I was able to, clothing and help out. But I took a drive to Nashville. It's exactly what you said. Just really
Yeah,
homegrown people. Awesome.
yeah, it was just amazing. And that's always I've never forgotten that. And I've been in a lot of places. Yeah, everywhere got nice people, but when it's just everybody, my kids know. They both live in Oregon. They both. My daughter lives in Portland. My son lives in Beaverton, and that's the one thing that they miss living up there. Even though there are plenty of Hawaii people up there, that Aloha spirit is noticeably gone, and that's the one thing that they really, really, really miss.
I know. Whenever
Uh,
I go to Vegas, I have a residency in Vegas. You know, one of the things that the locals tell you, and even like places like Oregon, here, it's all territorial. Huh? I'm from Kauai. I'm from Oahu. You're in Vegas, or in Tennessee, or in Oregon, in Seattle. We from Hawaii. They
mhm.
understand the uniqueness, and the love. That's why. So sometimes, man, the Aloha spirit is there because they miss it so much. Droves and droves of people that come out to watch a comedy show from all over the Hawaiian archipelago. And they're all from. I think that's that's the aloha spirit that we're talking about. They miss it so much, man. It's amazing and explosive.
Yeah, it is, and we are blessed, Augie. We are blessed, man. We are all blessed, and I see a couple of comments that we're slowly starting to lose that, and I think it's up to us to teach our kids and our grandkids that how we were raised, how we were brought up, how we were. I remember being brought up. My dad, my mom were very very open to helping everyone. I mean, my dad, he was a handyman. He could do everything, and we were brought up in that environment where it was so cool to help other people. And
Mel, come here, Mom. Here's my Portuguese mom.
Oh, what's up, Mama? How are you, Mama?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm great, thank you. You have a wonderful son.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, I thought we were related. When he told me his mom was Portuguese, I thought we might be related, and I still think we're related. But I gotta go do the genealogy. So
what side? On my mom or my dad's side?
Well,
My dad.
so my grandma, right?
Yeah, my grandpa and grandma. Yeah.
My mom's grandma and grandpa was the
From Portugal. Then they lived in Kauai. Then they came to Hawaii. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
what was the last name?
My grandpa's last name was, and my grandma's last name was Silva.
Silva.
What was the? Oh my God! Yeah, I would
and
not.
My
doubt.
brother. Okay, my brother went to Portugal and he found out all our relatives. He had the whole list of our family, and we put together a book inside.
Well, check a look the book. If you get Moniz, Sa, Madaris.
Oh no more. No, ours no more.
Okay, your book is wrong. My book get that. Your book is wrong. I'm gonna give Augie the real one.
We go way back. No more me. We have Silver. We have Bush family.
The Bush.
Or no Madaris, whatever.
Okay.
About that,
I believe you. That's Uncle. Here we go. You see what I go through, Augie? I'm telling you, Uncle. Oh my God! Now I see where he gets his sense of humor.
If you watch my Instagram, I get my mom on, with problems. If you guys get the chance, go watch my Instagram. I get this lady on. We did the turkey. We did that yet, Mel? The tortilla challenge. We put water in a bowl, and if you lose, you get slapped with the tortilla.
Augie, your Instagram is Augie T.
Augie T.
Augie T. Folks, hey, villagers, go to Instagram. If you're not on Instagram, create an account. Go look up Augie T. He does some lives. He crack you up. It's all free. You don't need to pay. And you see his lovely
nice
mom.
meeting you. Aloha. Take care.
Aloha. Take care, Auntie.
So, putting in it, just interrupt. Okay, I gotta go. They just walk.
They all built the same. My grandma was the same way. They all built the same. I swear to God. The genetics is strong in a Portuguese race. I swear we're related, but I'm gonna find out.
The people request that we have conversation, with my mom, and it's one of the more popular. I'm getting famous, Augie. I'm getting famous, I'm like, pump your brakes.
You bringing her? Are you bringing her to Kauai with you?
No, unfortunately not. I don't like.
I would love to. I will meet her one day. I will meet her one day
Uh,
on Oahu, more
uh,
than likely.
yeah, no,
So,
for sure.
hey, folks, don't forget September 3rd, Convention Hall if you're on Kauai. Hey, Augie, you get the kind DVDs. You get DVDs, huh?
Man,
You don't?
a lot of I get some, but like, you can go on YouTube and watch I think specials, but believe it or not. I have like four other ones that I've never and one time I did an hour uninterrupted on TV. We're currently doing a kickstart because the new thing is you vinyl records. So we're doing a kickstart, and I get bits the last 30 years, and we're gonna put them on vinyl, and we're
Oh,
gonna so that's a new thing now. Everybody like gets doing a kickstart because man, some of the stuff that I did, some 30, but my friends are like, dude, you should put that all on vinyl, and one day I'll be a collector. We're thinking about doing. I don't have that much DVDs. I kind of
okay.
did
All
the
right. I
whole
was
thing.
trying
I
to
get
get one incentive.
some.
I was going to say, I will buy 10 DVDs. You bring with you to Kauai, and the first 10 villagers that come to Convention Hall and find me, I'll give you one free CD or
Okay, no,
DVD
we
from
can
Augie T, autograph.
do that. I have 10. I
Yeah.
have 10.
New,
And
not
that'll
used,
sell
right?
well.
New.
It's all new. All new.
Okay.
Okay, no, we can do that. We
Okay.
can do that. I
All
will,
right.
right?
So you
And
guys, you guys come to Convention Hall. Patsy and I will be there. You guys come find me. I'm not hard to find. And then I will give you the first 10. You got to go to augiet.com tonight. Go get your ticket. $20, guys. It's going to be a fun show. I can only imagine. And if you cannot find me, and if Augie T even starts to pick on me, then you're going to see me walking up the aisle towards the exit. Stop me on the way out. I'll give you your CD
I don't know
or
if
DVD.
Senator Kochi is still on, but Senator Kochi
I'm
will
sure he's
tell
still on.
you. I think Senator Kochi came. I think Mayor Kawakami came. Never once said anything. In fact, because one of the things that I learned, like, people want to see you perform. You know what I mean? And yeah, no worry.
Okay.
I'm so appreciative. Unless you're gonna come up with your belt, and I might have you introduce me, bro, with your belt on, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh,
I might have to.
bruh.
Mel Raposa, maybe I might have you introduce me because that I gotta do now as an elected official. Believe it or not, because I had to go through ethics. Disclaimer. I gotta do the disclaimer because I think it's an entertainer is part of city council, so I have to do everything that I do. So maybe you can do the disclaimer and then introduce me with the belt on.
With the belt.
And
Oh, bro.
damn, 58 years on this planet.
Yeah, just like dirt, bro. Just like dirt.
You saw my
like dirt.
mom is like 75 years old. She get new legs. She thinks she bionic woman. 75, bro. My Portuguese grandma living. So like when I look at my mom, I go, man, I get like 20 more years with this lady. Maybe.
You nuts, bro. You nuts, man. Is your mom even close by? You better watch out. Your mom, that she get that Portuguese look, the ruler or the clothes hanger, the wooden hanger. Holy
Dude,
moly.
like
Oh,
four 5, or 4'5", or Okolo is like, and my dad was like maybe 5'1". You know how blessed I am to be 5'6". Because I look at them, I'm like, and I talk about that too. I talk about how watching them raise me. Like, I don't know how they did it. I think my mom and my dad was that generation. They were just, so long as we feeding the kids, roof over their head, good luck waiting for us to get out.
Oh man, a lot of memories, man. A lot of memories. All right, bro. Well, I want to respect your time. I know you're a busy dude. Just got home. Again, September 3rd, guys. AugieT.com. Real simple. Go there, scroll down. You can see the Kauai. If you're on Oahu, there's the Oahu one there. There's like one for Maui and whatever. Get your ticket. Let's
and then we'll put away 10. We'll put away 10 DVDs. Go see Mel. First 10 people that come up to Mel. You get, I think the DVD I got about the Blaisdell Arena. And then in that DVD also I did Halava Prison.
Wow.
So yeah. It's
well, that's a pretty cool connection, but it'll be fun, I know. So guys, come on down. Come look for me. You'll see me, and then you'll get your 10. Only 10, folks. So hurry up. No any Big Island dates? I'm sorry, somebody asked.
No, I got Big Island dates. Big Island dates. I'm in I'm in Kona. So depending on what part of the Big Island.
Kona, September 23rd.
Yeah.
Kona is on September 23rd.
Yeah.
And
just locked in a date. Yeah, we just locked in a date for Hilo at the Civic. We're doing a special one. We're raising money for the Big Island substance abuse. Yeah, that's gonna be big. That one is like, I think hold like 3,000 seats. We just locked in the date today. So October 5th at the Civic. I'll post the poster up on my website, AugieT.com or AugieTLive.com. Very, very thankful for this opportunity. And I apologize for, maybe next time I'll use my laptop.
Yeah, one more thing, Augie, and I'll let you close out, but I just wanted to remind everybody that the Augie T has done so much for our community. He doesn't, he's not going to say, but he has done so many events that benefited different organizations for, I don't know, the last 30 years, I guess it is now. Probably 30 years already, Augie.
Yeah, 30 years of entertainment.
Yeah. So I mean, this is the real deal. He's a, clean comedy, awesome heart, community servant, and a damn funny guy. And then, the many organizations on all islands that he has helped with events. I just want to say thank you, bro. I'm just proud to have you as a friend,
thank
man.
you.
Love you, man.
The great advice, and I appreciated the encouragement and up against. And the beautiful thing is that for me, was never in a position. I just for a long time felt like it was in my heart to serve, and using the God has given us and the talent. I never like it just go to waste. Friends with the gifts and the abilities, and so I'm thankful. I'm going to end, and we might as well live life to the fullest. So we felt proud. Don't let anybody tell you that it's fake, because we are on.
You daggone right. You doggone right. In fact, tonight, tonight is Friday night SmackDown at 7 o'clock. I have it
right.
recorded. I have it recorded
Oh,
on
me
my
too.
DVR right after this show. I hit back. I kick my wife off the TV, and it's SmackDown, Friday night SmackDown, every week, Mondays, and on September 3rd you'll be traveling, but during the day, Clash at the Castle, bro.
Yeah,
Clash at the Castle, and you're probably not gonna be able to see it, but I will. I will watch it, and I will let you know who won.
I'll find a way. The bloodline, come on, line.
Bruh. Gonna get some major surprises. Bruh. Gonna get some major surprises at Clash.
So? You think so?
I know so. I know so. One of my friends.
We lost.
One of my.
We're losing half of your audience right now.
No, you know what? I guarantee you, 95% of our viewers right now are closet wrestling fans. Closet. They admit. They because they think it's uncool. But we gotta change that.
Wait,
we gotta let these people know that it's okay.
You telling me right now, Senator Kochi, is it his Talkamania shirt?
Right, he get the red and yellow leotards right now. He just had hip surgery. He just had hip replacement, so he's probably not wearing the leotards right now because he's recovering. But I seen him with them on. I actually saw him. Yeah. Not a pleasant sight, but he's definitely a fan.
Awesome, man.
Yeah, I love you, my man.
Me too, man. Thank you guys so much, always for showing the love, and let's do it again.
We will.
Let's just do it again. We'll get a better reception. We'll talk story about what I'm learning, and I just can't wait to see what you guys gonna do and do those conferences where we can talk story and and pick up ideas in our island. So I'm looking forward to that.
Me too, man. I hope the results carry over to the general. I hope I'm there on December 1st with the new council, and cannot wait to work with you, my man.
Same here, man.
Take care. God bless. Hug your mom for us, and we'll see you on the 3rd, bro.
Awesome, man. Thank you, guys.